Hello and welcome to another video in our R Simplified series. So in this video, we are moving from core R into applications of R, and we are starting from what is called data structures. So this is the ninth video in this series. If you're yet to see the previous videos, please go on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, search for Bataverse, Parterverse. You see all our series in our R Simplify playlist. We do have other playlists as well. So you can follow, comment, you can like, you can share. Please share to your friends who need to learn R in a simplified and easy way. The best you can give back to our community to help us bring people into the community so people can learn. So in this part 9 of this video, we are going to have a brief talk about data structures, what data structure is, why it is important, um, what separates it from conventional data types, and why we need it for every real world application in R. So moving forward, I need you to understand that data structure are used to store and organize values. Most of the times, data types are the representation of the values, while the structure is how you organize them, how you put them together, and how your R is going to relate with them. So each of the data structure in R handles data in different ways. Each one again handles data in different way. We have several data structures in R. We have about one, two, three, four, five, six, five or six core data structures that we use to manipulate data, because mostly you need to understand the structure of a data to manipulate it or put it in one structure to be able to manipulate in another. We have the vectors, we have the list, the matrices, arrays, data frames, and factors. So in this video, we'll just talk through them quickly, then we'll pick them one after the other from subsequent videos and try to explain, expand them, say when to use them, and all of this. So let's start from the vectors. What are vectors? Just see vectors as more like a data structure that just contains a particular item in the same format. For example, a collection of numbers, a collection of decimal numbers, a collection of string data type, a collection of the same data type is a vector. And most times you see vectors, they're depicted to the C in R, then you pass in the list of the same type inside of it. So if you want to collect the same kind of data, maybe you are collecting age, for example, age has the same type, integer. You can store them as a vector. You are taking the data, maybe name has the same type, a string. I don't think anybody has a name that is just typical number. So it's always a string or alphanumeric. So if you're compiling the same type, they can be vectors. So we move to list. List can hold different type of data in one structure. So mostly list is a bit advanced than vector. Vector holds the same type, while list can hold multiple types of data in that particular structure. So list, you need to be able to understand what the data type is and what the data structure is. The type is the representation, why the structure is the arrangement or the organization. Basically, that's what it is. Then we have matrices. We're like our metrics we have in mathematics. You have the one by one, two by two, two-dimensional, three-dimensional metrics, and all of this. So matrices is a 2D data structure, and all the elements are of the same type as well. More like a table in your Excel. You have the rows and you have the column, but it consists of the same data type. So either a matrix of number or a matrix of strings or a matrix of booleans, you just have the same type in the matrix. Then the next one I want to quickly talk about is the array, one of the most exciting guys in R or in other programming languages. An array is like a matrix, but you can have more than two dimensions. So if you want to work on 3D or higher dimension of data, you are using array. Array is an extension of matrix. Matrix stops at 2D. Anything beyond two dimension, it becomes an array. Just understand it. By the time we take them one after the other, implement them, you're going to see them in action. So I listed them out this way so that you know that not per level of importance per se, but mostly the ones you are going to be interacting with are the one I'm listing at the last part. The next one we're talking about is data frame. Very, very important. For guys coming in from JavaScript, this is more like an object. For people coming in from Python, this is a typical example of what a dictionary looks like. But in R, we call it frame. Frame is one of the best way to establish relationship between your variables or relationship between your features to give you an observation. What am I saying in essence? First name, middle name, phone number, address. These are all variables or features. But the collection of all of these things gives you an observation or information. So the best way to do this is always to frame them up into rows and columns. So I said a table in a spreadsheet, you can see it can hold different type of data across multiple columns. Unlike the matrices and array that sticks to one data type for relationship, the data frame can hold multiple data type across different columns or across different variables. So data frame is always one of the last place your data hits, gets structured before your analysis will begin. And finally, factors. What are factors? Factors are used just to categorize data. For example, you have a categorical data in your collection, maybe level of education, where some people are BTech, some people are HND holders, some people are OND holders, some people are PhD. So you need to be able to categorize all of these guys into their level of education. For example, so they can ask you how many people are HND holders. You can actually present it. So you can categorize into either education level or either married or unmarried, level of salary, or even gender. So anything that you need to categorize in R, you always use the factor. So quick summary now so that we can just end this explanation video and start getting our hands busy. My hands are already itchy. I want to start doing practical and application stuff. So we talk about vectors, we say what they are, is collection of a single data type. We talk about list, a single collection of multiple data type in one dimension. Then we hit metrics. Metrics told us that it doesn't go beyond two dimension of the same type. Then we hit array if you want to go beyond two dimension of the same type. Then we are data frames. Data frames now represent a full table that collects different types across multiple columns, and factors are for categorization. So again, if you have followed this video to this point, that means you are getting serious into R. We are delving deep into R and applications of R right now. So follow our videos, turn off your notification sound, like on our videos, comment on our videos, refer people to our videos so you can keep track. And I can assure you that at the end of this journey, you can use R for any of your data analysis tasks. Bye for now and see you in the next video.